2015 LeBase Media Brief. Just briefly to go over the agenda, we'll do some presentations. We'll have a question and answer session. After the formal session ends, you're welcome to visit the 3 airplanes we have here on static display, the G280, G650ER, and G550, which is positioned outside. Or you can also visit our interactive design area, where we'll have the design book for G280, G450, G500, as well as our cabin configurator app. So I invite you and encourage you to come and visit those areas. You can also interview our executives who are here today, and then please join us for lunch. I'd like to introduce our 2 presenters for today. We have Scott Neal, the Senior Vice President of Worldwide Sales and Marketing for Gulfstream. I'm sure many of you have met him before. He's returning again to LeBase. And then we also have Fabio Rebello, the Regional Senior Vice President of International Sales for Latin America and Florida. So now I'm going to turn everything over to Scott Neal.
Thank you, Heidi, and good afternoon, everybody. Let me extend my welcome and thanks for you joining us. This afternoon, I'm going to run through an update on Gulfstream and our products, including the new 500 and 600. And then Fabio is going to give a regional update on how Gulfstream is doing in the region, plus what we're doing with product support in the region to support our operators. So if we look at Gulfstream, as many of you know, we are a division of General Dynamics, who's our parent company. We are part of the aerospace group of General Dynamics, which includes both jet aviation and Gulfstream. And you can see that combined we're almost a $9 billion division of GD. We're off to a good start for 2015. If you look at the first half of this year, we've had very strong performance. Revenue is up 6% year over year. Earnings are up 10.4% year over year. We delivered 73 aircraft in the first half. And importantly, our backlog is up over 10% from 2014. It shows strong results and strong response to the Gulfstream product line. So if we look at the Gulfstream product line, we have 3 of our aircraft here this week. The G650ER, the G550, and the G280. But we have the widest selection of aircraft ever in the history of Gulfstream, from the G150 all the way up through the G650ER. We really have an aircraft that will meet any customer mission that you might think of. Our 2 newest products that we announced last year on October 14th in a ceremony in Savannah, the G500 and G600. Both programs are proceeding well and on schedule. Importantly, these 2 products expand the Gulfstream product line, so they allow us to offer 2 different aircraft to our customers. They really have unmatched high-speed range capability. G500 will fly 5,000 nautical miles at Mach 8.5. More importantly, 3,800 miles at Mach 9.0. We'll show you a map in a minute that will just graphically show you the capabilities of these airplanes. And then the G600 offers a little bit longer range, 6,200 nautical miles, Mach 8.5, or 4,800 miles at Mach 9.0. The high-speed capability of these airplanes is tremendous. Great fuel efficiency. They have new, wider cabins. They have been very well received by the marketplace. The airplanes will enter service into 2018 and 2019, respectively. So if we look at the capabilities of the G500 departing Sao Paulo, you can see at Mach 9.0, the airplane has tremendous range, or if you slow down to Mach 8.5, which is the long-range cruise speed, you can do Sao Paulo to New York, Sao Paulo to Madrid. Tremendous range capability, all with 8 passengers and 4 crew. And then with the longer range aircraft, the G600, the range is even more impressive. Sao Paulo to New York at Mach 9.0, Sao Paulo to Madrid at Mach 9.0, etc. And then at 8.5, Sao Paulo to anywhere in the United States, anywhere in Eastern or Western Europe. Really terrific range capability. So the G500 flew for the first time earlier this year on May 18th. I'll provide an update in a minute in terms of how many flights that we've flown, but the program is really a game changer for Gulfstream. These two airplanes, the 500 and the 600, are all new, clean sheet design airplanes with wide cabins, high-speed capability, state-of-the-art cockpit with advanced side-stick controls. We're very excited about these airplanes. And what I'd like to do is show you a video that gives you some background on the G500 flight test program. And it's about a 7-minute video, so it's a little bit long, but I think it will demonstrate the passion that we have for these two new airplanes and the excitement that fills everyone at Gulfstream as we bring these two new airplanes to market. So with that, I'll step off the stage here. We're going to run a short video, and then I'll come up afterwards and give you some more details on the program.
Started a year and a half ago. This airplane's been in development for over 7 years, from pen and paper to what you see today. So it's a monumental effort, and there's so many people involved. We've had pilots integrated with the engineers from day one. We know the airplane as best as we possibly can, better than anybody else on the earth at this point. I mean, it's really making sure we can take all of that background training and experience into the airplane for the first flight.
I was born 30 years too late for the Apollo program, maybe 30 years too early for the next space adventures. It turns out that airplanes are actually a lot more fun.
Wanted to fly ever since I can possibly remember.
I've been an airplane nut since a kid. For me, it was a good blend of being able to do engineering and mix that with flying.
I grew up next to an Air Force base, and I always thought it was fascinating that people would take airplanes and push them to their limits and capabilities, find where those edges are.
Just being here and being a part of the first flight, let alone being pilot command, satisfies all my professional goals. Here I am in the seat that I wanted to be in when I was 9 years old.
First flight's always the pinnacle of any program. It makes you look back and say, wow, that all of this came together. And when first flight is successful, we can look back and say our involvement was, benefiting the flight test crew, and that's what we're all about.
Everything that we put in place is coming to fruition, and it is truly a team effort. And that's when that airplane flies, that is going to be something.
When you see it take off that first time, you know that you put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into it. But everybody seems to pull through, and that's what makes first flight really, really special.
Feelings of the morning of the first flight start with nervous anticipation. If you look at the energy going around, you get a lot of smiling engineers. First flight is always something unique for a company. It's very unique for flight test professionals as well.
It's going to be excitement and anxiety probably rolled into one. You've prepared, your entire training has been focused on this one singular event, and to be able to bring that to bear, that's probably going to be the biggest excitement leading into first flight.
That first flight feeling that you get after the flight's done, that's what I really look forward to when I get out of bed, because there's no other feeling. I don't know how to explain it. Once you've completed it and the mission, everyone just gets the high fives. I'm getting goosebumps right now thinking about it.
falaram bastante aqui em crise, 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 mas ninguém falou em crescimento. O Levi prevê que o ano que vem nós vamos sair da crise e começar a crescer. A Gulfstream está apostando nisso também.
Nós vemos o mercado sempre com muito potencial. O Brasil é um país de dimensões intercontinentais e nós vemos que as empresas estão cada vez mais globalizadas. Então nós oferecemos os produtos que eles necessitam e nós estamos prontos para atendê-los no que eles precisarem.
Legal. Muito obrigado.